Hi, here I would like to talk about Mobilewright is a brand new open source framework. Is powered by Playwright. We can utilize Mobilewright for automating the iOS and Android applications. So we know that APM is a long-running open source framework. It's an enterprise-grade framework in the market for more than 10 years. So I was using APM since 2014. So I used APM and build lots of framework top of APM using different programming languages. Even we can establish connection to different cloud platforms like the Lambda Test, Source Lab, Browser Stack, and everything. We can utilize APM for automating the mobile web, mobile native applications as well as the uh, hybrid applications as well. So APM in the market for long, but it uses the WebDriver protocol. So we know that, and it's supporting different programming language like Java, Python, JavaScript, Ruby, C Sharp. So initial setup effort is required. Okay, that we all know. Like while using this APM, we have to install the APM server first. Okay, then we need to install the related packages. For example, if you install the APM driver, next we have to install different drivers for automation like UI Automator 2 and also the executors, then Windows, Mac. It depends on your automation. So we need to install the drivers, then we need to install the plugins. After that, we have to start the APM server first. It can be manually, you can start, or through the program, you can start the APM server. So once we start the APM server only, we can establish a connection from our code. Okay, we need to set the desired capabilities in our code. Then we can establish that. So the the initial setup will take some time if you use this APM, and but it's more stable. Okay, so more stable and is long running. It uses Selenium locator strategy as well behind the scene. So that's all the API. And coming to the Mobilewright, so is a zero manual configuration. We don't need to configure much details. So only thing we have to install the Android SDK. Okay, so if you are using Android, you need to install the Android SDK in your system, and we need to set the tools and the platform tools in the Android home path in your system environment variable. So that's a one configuration record, and also you can use the simulator or emulator or real devices we can utilize in the Mobilewright, and it support the locator strategy is same as the Playwright. Okay, so we can use the getByRole, getByLabel, getByText, getBy placeholder. So, but only thing it support the TypeScript first, or you can write in the JavaScript. That's a programming language it supports, and it uses the Playwright style APIs. Okay, so here in the Mobilewright, we can use one deterministic API for iOS and Android. That is the one advantage. And another thing is like the auto wait. Okay, so we know that the Playwright supports the auto wait. Then definitely in the Mobilewright also having this auto wait feature. So we don't need to write any additional explicit way to handle the object locators and all. It can handle automatically. So that's the another thing. And this is very early stage for the Mobilewright. It's a smaller community. It requires more POCs, the real time real time implementations are required in the case of the Mobilewright. So here I did a small POC top of the Mobilewright. Actually, I have developed a framework top of Mobilewright. So here you can see that my project. And yeah, before that, we have to install some packages. So we need to install the uh, Mobilewright using npm. You can use npm install Mobilewright, and in your package.json, we need to install all these dependencies. I am using a TypeScript programming language here. So here you can see I have the TypeScript node defined, and also these are the very important packages while using this Mobilewright. You need to install mobile CLI and also Mobilewright test, mobile write protocol. These are the important packages need to be installed first. And what I did, I have added these details. Then we have the Mobilewright config.ts. So this Mobilewright config is nothing. In our Playwright, we have the Playwright config. Same, we have this Mobilewright config. Here we can configure the platform. Okay, so which platform you want to run is Android or iOS. Then we can specify the bundle ID, then all the timeouts, action timeout, and also the result path, the report path. All those things we can define in this mobile config. And next we have the keywords. So I've developed some reusable keywords for the UI actions and also the utilities and validations. So UI actions are nothing. So these are the reusable methods I have developed top of this Mobilewright package. And if you go here in the tab function is a click function basically. So what we are doing here, we are utilizing the locator strategy. Okay, so the locator strategy I have defined these details like the Playwright supported strategies like getByText, getByLabel or test ID, the by type or role. And then using that locator strategy, we have this function. Okay, this is a tab function from the Mobilewright. So like that, we have other functions as well, like the Playwright supported functions, the fill we have, okay, the exist we have, is focused, is visible, all those things. So what I did, I developed the reusable methods. Okay, that for tab we have, for fill we have, and also we have the double tap and long press, the scroll into view. So these are the reusable functions we can utilize to interacting on the mobile application UI. Same way, I have developed in the utilities. Okay, utilities nothing. We have the wait for visible element, wait for hidden. Then we have the function for get text. Then we when to capture the screenshot, we can do that. Then go back or press button. Swipe also we have implemented. Then we have specified the direction or like up or down or right or left. We can specify that here. This is just a swipe on method I have added. So then relaunch app, launch deep link. Okay, all those functions we have added here. And in the validation, this is actually for doing assertion. Okay, suppose in your test case, the assertion is very important part. Then we need to do that. We can utilize this method: assert visible, assert hidden, assert text, and assert contains text. All the reusable methods. So what in the keywords folder having all these UI actions, utilities, validations are built top of the Mobilewright functions. And I have the utils. This is nothing for the logger activity. I have created a logger file. Is capturing. We can print the information or warning or errors or steps. We can utilize that. And report rename for yeah, it will by default create index.html. So I am planning to change the index.html to a meaningful name with a timestamp. So that I have this report name report file. So this is pretty much uh, in this project, and we have a test. So before test, we have these prerequisites. Okay, prerequisites is nothing. Before starting your test, we have to start your application, right? So we need to get the screen. Okay, so in this file, what I'm doing, I'm setting the logger first. Okay, I can utilize this logger in my test or in the keywords. Okay, so that's what I have. Then I have the device. Okay, device is a very important thing. So first I am passing that the configuration information from this Mobilewright config, and it's coming here. Okay, I'm checking that platform which I passed is Android or iOS. So based on that, I'm getting this launcher. Then basically, if you are writing a straight away traditional code, you may write await launch.android or await launch.ios. Okay, then you can pass your bundle ID. What I did, I am create a wrapper. Okay, for that. So I'm just consuming this value of that platform from this config, and I'm checking that this is based on, I'm setting this launcher, and this is very dynamic. I don't want to hard code anything in this code. I just need to pass from this config file. That's it. So this is a part we can set the launcher. Then once we set the launcher, we'll get the device. Okay, using this device, what we are doing, like we are starting the application. Okay, first we are actually resetting the application. If any cache is available, we are actually resetting. Then we are launching that. Okay, so and also after completing the test, also I'm doing the reset. Okay, the termination I'm doing. Then finally we are closing that. So yeah, these are the features. Okay, these are the basic features we can utilize in the test. Okay, the logger, devices, and screens. So using this device, we are actually getting the screen. Okay, so the screen, using the screen only, we are actually interacting. Okay, basically, if you are writing a traditional code, first you have to create the device. Okay, using the launcher. Okay, once you create the device, then you have to create the screen. Once you create the screen, using the screen, you can do the action like screen.tap, screen.fill, like that. So here I just created different fixtures for a reusability perspective. I am utilizing that fixtures in my test class. So in this test class, I have two tests. Okay, one is this simple dialer application I am added here. So this is a default Android dialer, and using that, first I'm checking the home tab. Okay, whether it is visible or not. Use my reusable method as a visible, and after that I'm clicking on that home. Okay, then I'm taking the screenshot. So this is a simple test first I have. For that I'm getting the fixtures, screen, and also logger. Okay, I don't want the fixture device. Okay, device fixture I am internally using within these prerequisites. Okay, here you can see. So here I'm using only screen and logger. Okay, logger for logging the information or flow, and screen for doing the interactions. Okay, so these screens and logger I'm passing to that UI actions class, and also the validation. These are the different constructors. So within this constructor I'm passing, then I'm utilizing this screen within that UI action class. Okay, and in this second test, we have a few more steps added. Okay, like first we are tapping on the keypad. Okay, so here we can start, we can pass the locator strategy, as I said, by text, by role, by title, whatever you want, you can pass it. Okay, so that's the one. And then we are doing the assertion. Okay, finally I'm searching it. Yeah, then I'm doing some go back, and also so swipe up action, screenshot. So these are the simple thing. And yeah, so these are simple test cases. Next we can try to run these cases. So before that I want to mention a few more things. So once once you configured all these packages and also set up everything, we need to make sure that this Mobilewright is ready to run. So for that we have an option called npx Mobilewright doctor. Like in our APM, we have the APM doctor. Okay, what the APM doctor will do, once you run the APM doctor, it will scan, it will analyze in your system and identify whether all the Android home or are set in your environment variable, all the drivers are installed, all the plugins are installed. Like that, here also we have this npx Mobilewright doctor. So when you run that, it will automatically analyze all the packages are configured, and also your Android SDK is configured. All those things it will analyze. Okay, so here I think all are installed properly, and also I have set in the Android home, Java home, everything is ready. Okay, I have few warnings, but no errors. Okay, so now I'm good to go with the execution. Yeah, so here I have a test, two tests, right? So I'm starting this execution. Before that, I'm opening this device. Okay, so now I'm starting that execution, and let's see. Yeah, so this is very quick. Okay, I started execution with the two test cases. Here you can see running two tests in one worker. Okay, so and yeah, the device, what we are doing, we are starting the dialer application. You can see the logs as well. So we started the dial application and we click on the home. Okay, that is the first test case, and it's actually checking and also taking the screenshot. So it's done. After that, and finally we are doing some terminate. Okay, so we started the second case, and here we have a scenario for tapping on the keypad. Okay, so it's tapped on the keypad. After that, is going to click on the voicemail. Okay, so this is another step. Then we have to back to the home, and we are doing the assertion as well. So then we are doing some search, search contact. Okay, we are tapping in that field. Okay, so and this is failed. Why? Because I put one condition, the launch deep link. Okay, launch deep link mainly for the mobile web. So I'm just trying whether it is able to execute or not. So that's what is failed. We got one test case pass as well. So next we'll see the reports, and here we have this Mobilewright report, and also we have the logs. Okay, this is the log for first test case, and this is the log for second test case. And here we have this HTML report. Yeah, yeah, this is the HTML report. Okay, so here we have the execution logs as well. Okay, and coming to here, and if you go to the MW results, so here you can see the logs and also the screenshots. Okay, so this is the screenshot is captured. Then we have a detailed logs of each uh, test cases as well. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much about this Mobilewright, and I developed a framework top of that. I just executed these two cases. So we are keep exploring and adding new features. Okay, any features are released in this Mobilewright, we are keep updating. So this is all about Mobilewright, but but this is very early stage. Okay, so we can go ahead the APM, no issues, because APM is not going anywhere. Is widely supported and still right choice for many teams. And but Mobilewright signals is clear shift in how we want to write a mobile test, simpler setup, and also is provide the modern APIs. Okay, we can try that. If you are starting a scratch new project, so you can try out this Mobilewright as well. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys.